Hello and welcome to the Sailing My Magic channel. My name is Duke and Magic is my 2015 Lagoon catamaran that I am solo sailing around the world. I'm leaving Portobello, heading out to sea, pretty directly out to sea. I've got to catch the wind angle here. Fortunately it's like 21 knots, so it's blowing pretty steady. And then I'll head down to Shelter Bay, which I believe is down there, so it should be a couple hours out to sea and a couple hours back in and I'll be there, hopefully. Okay, at this point I'm doing about 6 knots. I'm angled southwest and the wind is blowing at about 19 knots and making good progress, but ahead of me all those little triangles are boats that are in the path that I'm going. So I've got to figure out how to maneuver among all these things, and these are not little boats, these are big commercial boats, anywhere from 700 feet to about 1,000 feet. And if they run over you, they don't even notice it. It's just like smacking into a steel wall. So while I'm under sail, when you're sailing you don't have as much maneuverability. The general rule of the ocean is that a person that's sailing has the right of way unless you're a big commercial ship, because they don't have much maneuverability either. So using just my sails and rudders, I've got to maneuver in between all these ships that are all going different directions and at different speeds. Now some of the boats are anchored and I can go fairly close to those ones without causing a problem, unless they're a dangerous load like liquid propane gas or something, and some of them do have that. Others are drifting because they're expecting to go into the harbor in the next couple of hours, and others are under power, so they're going different speeds, different directions, and I get to keep track of them all and fit through here. But it's actually not that bad. I managed to get through without any problem. It was interesting to see all these ships close up and personal. And then I made it into the harbor here. My joke is that we ought to have a class on how to avoid getting run over by the 1,000-foot long ship that's doing 13 knots inside the harbor, but it's just a joke. And there we have a sunken freighter that's on its side, and behind that there's a freighter that's sunk up to the gunnels. It just sank straight down. I'm sort of in front of a resort here. However, on the other side of me, on the ocean side, is where they put all the dangerous big freighters, the ones with liquid propane gas or gasoline or other dangerous cargoes. So they put all these little ships, little boats in between that. I thought that was kind of interesting. So this is the moonrise over Shelter Bay Flats. I'm in the flats, I'm not in the harbor. And there's a great big ship. I think that one that's all lit up is liquid propane gas, which I can understand why they would want to be lit up. That over there, that's Cologne, Panama. That's on the other side of the bay. Interesting thing is that where this marina is used to be Fort Sherman, and they still use the original fences and guard post up front to control ingress and egress, going in and out traffic into the marina, which is good for the security of the boat. I just shot this one when I was in a taxi cab looking for stuff later on. And there's the old Fort Sherman housing projects on the side there. They still exist. Okay, I'm approaching the Shelter Bay Marina, and straight ahead of me there's a wrecked boat. Kind of looks like a tugboat. Actually, 2 wrecked boats. Which is kind of interesting. I think they were hiding behind this seawall here during the storm, or we're pushed up against it. So there's a couple of towers over here. There's a lighthouse. And this boat over here is coming into the marina right now. I'm going around this marker because there's a big shallow spot over here. This guy fishing over here, it looks like. Right side here is the Coast Guard or Armada. I think this is the Coast Guard. There's enough wind and waves here, it almost feels like I'm sailing when I'm sitting still. Okay, here's the Coast Guard over here, a little bit more of a close-up. This yacht has a Japanese flag on it. Looks like a mega yacht over here. Some big, that looks like a sloop there, two-masted sloop. And there's a ketch over here, two-masted ketch. Okay, this is the office, restaurant, and I guess main clubhouse. Lots of expensive boats here. Oh, that's a Dream Yacht Charter, okay. Putting a new roof on the restaurant. And my boat is on the other side of those buildings with the red roofs. Out on the flats. Lots of boats here. So this is the convenience store. Get a Tigo recharge here. And now it's time for the old sailor's tradition of a sundowner. Enjoy.